Charles from the ChainZilla team. I want to thank all of our community for being with us today, and I want to wish you a happy New Year's. It's been a very rough year for cryptocurrency. I think we can all agree that it's been somewhat of a roller coaster, not only for Bitcoin but for many communities. I come from the Komodo community, and it hasn't been impervious to the market roller coaster. And I just wanted to say thanks to everybody that has stuck, not only with the Komodo team but with our team as well, because our company is fairly new. It's only been around for around 7 months. And the idea of ChainZilla isn't to launch a new technology or a new blockchain as other projects are trying to do. What we are trying to do is bring projects together. And we're trying to bring projects together with enterprise, with companies, with government, and trying to find use cases for the technologies that are already out there and are working. So this brings me down to the announcement that we're making today, and it's starting the year off properly. And we have been planning this for some time, but recently we did drop a hint in our channels that we were creating a nonprofit foundation called LABFin. And LABFin stands for Latin American Blockchain and Fintech Initiative. And what this is a nonprofit organization that we have created and we are leading in Panama and Latin America, and with the goal to interact more closely with government and with companies that are looking to integrate these technologies without having to necessarily commit to it. Maybe they want to be part of the landscape, but they don't want to commit. So partnering with, for example, a foundation that has its hands on this technology would be the ideal thing for a company to do. So what we have done is that we have created LABFin, and we have gathered certain projects such as Pundix, NEM, Komodo, our project ChainZilla. We're waiting on an answer from Dash and also a few other projects that have some foothold here in the region. And what we're trying to do is create a group of true blockchain projects to push laws in Panama, in Latin America, and to try to shape this landscape so it benefits us. It's going to be a very tedious job to make sure that all of these countries and all of these jurisdictions are going to be playing together and allowing the technology to grow. So really that's what we want to do. And I wanted to present LABFin, and we have launched the website now. I will go through a little bit of what it means for ChainZilla, what it means for the projects that are actually in the foundation. But let's go ahead and take a look at the website. All right, now we can navigate to labfin.org. And it's very straightforward. LABFin seeks to carry out initiatives to strengthen the adoption of blockchain technology in Central and South America. Our offices are strategically located in Panama with representatives worldwide. The idea of this website is to make it really easy for a company to not only apply to be in the foundation, but to also interact with us and the members within the foundation. We have looked at other foundations in Latin America and in other countries that weren't really meeting the standard that we wanted in terms of development. They are great foundations in the terms of setting up conferences and meetups, but they have very little development background and they have very little development interest. What we want to do is do the opposite. We want to focus solely on the technology and not on the marketing. And the idea behind LABFin is to bring very strong projects together to create an agenda of not only applications that will help us push blockchain laws, but also use cases, proof of concepts, and integrations to possibly companies or already traditional enterprises or traditional systems. And I think that this will open up many doors, not only for us as a foundation, but for the projects that the foundation, for the projects, but also for the projects that represent the foundation. Once we go down, it'll tell you a little bit about us. And the Latin American Blockchain and Fintech Initiative was formed in 2018 by a group of projects including ChainZilla, Komodo, and NEM. It is a platform for all companies, big or small, established or startups, active in the blockchain and fintech space. On the one hand, we are driven by innovation, entrepreneurship, and decentralization, with an interest in politics on the other. Our mission is to bridge the gap between these two spheres. And that, in essence, is the goal of LABFin. Now, I mentioned that we have a few projects, and some of those projects include Komodo, NAM, Pundix. We are speaking with Nix. We're waiting on an answer from Dash. Also, we've reached out to exchanges like Binance. And I believe that once we gain enough momentum, we are going to just attract more projects. Now, that's only the first part of the strategy, because the next phase, once we launch, which will be around February or March, we're going to start approaching the traditional companies, and we're going to try to onboard as many non-tech companies as possible to try to get them to interact with the partners, to interact with the technology, and set up either conferences, meetups, and other events where we can discuss the use of the technologies as opposed to just marketing it. Now, the objective of LABFin as it is to create projects, activities, and community building. That really is the core of any open source or any project where you involve the community. So what we want to do is incubate new projects, onboard them to known blockchain networks, create new proof of concepts, bridge fintech and blockchain applications, for example, banking applications that will begin to use blockchain technologies, possibly also getting together with payment processors to speak to them about using certain types of blockchain technologies to remit money. The community building aspect of it would be more on the focus from getting resources from other projects and applying them to a common goal. So for example, if we have a legislator or we have a company that wants to make a use case for blockchain, but the laws don't permit it. Why? Maybe it's because there hasn't been an application created for that use case yet. So what the foundation can do is leverage the partners, leverage the non-tech partners as well for either funding or for whatever resource in order to accomplish that goal, to get that proof of concept out and to try to facilitate the law that's going to help us push the technology through. And it is a slow process because laws, especially in Latin America, move very slow. But like I said, I think this is something, this is one of those cases where momentum is key. When we gain enough momentum, LABFin in itself and the projects that are within LABFin will be an authority in by itself. Here is the website's mission statement, and LABFin's primary goal is to promote the responsible use and development of blockchain and distributed ledger technologies in Latin America and the rest of the world. We believe that these solutions have the power to create more inclusive and transparent economic, socio-political operating systems. We are going to be adding more partners as they come in. The website actually is not finished yet. In order to become a member of LABFin is very easy. Now, another thing that we noticed from other foundations is how hard the registration process is. Either it takes a long time or you have to pay a lot of money to be part of the foundation. We're going to be working together with the partners to determine what the actual threshold, for example, of any type of payment that we accept or registration fees. I think the registration fees will be no higher than $3,000 a year for non-tech partners. So that's quite on the low end. And what we want to do is just generate enough revenue in order to sustain the foundation. It's a non-profit, so we aren't trying to profit from anything that we are leveraging or any application that we are producing. It's more to create a regulatory landscape that benefits us all, not just one company. Alright guys, that's all we have for today. Once again, thank you so much for your support. Have a great new year. If you have any questions, reach out to us on Discord or Telegram, and enjoy your week. Ciao.